he has a huge crowd back there, and I know they've been waiting for him. There you go. That's it. I've actually performed with this guy before down in Ardmore, and he's fun to be around. He's just a nice guy, and we enjoy him. But according to what I'm reading here, he is some sort of very impressive comic up near Lake Canton. I guess Lake, you follow, he's nothing, but at Lake Canton, he's something. He is the owner of a Coca-Cola clock and has done radio interviews sharing the secrets of his success. Tonight, he's going to, of course, in Canton, there's only one radio station. That's pretty sad. Okay, he's going to share with us. Oh, nope. Wow. Whoa. Tonight, he's going to show us how low he can go. Help me welcome to the stage the 1991 Lake Canton Limbo Champion, Shane Harges.
Set up real quick. Let's see how low I can. Is everybody having a good time?
Yeah!
All right. I know I'm feeling good. I had a gummy earlier. Not a weed gummy. Had like vitamin C, vitamin D. Okay, it was more like a Centrum Silver gummy. But nonetheless, I'm feeling good. So, by applause, how many millennials and zennials do we have in the audience tonight?
Whoop, whoop!
That was actually louder than the last time I performed here because I mentioned I was a disabled vet, and they looked at me like I was a graduate from a Nazi youth camp. And I get it. I have the look. But really, I only brought it up because I really like getting those free buffets from Golden Corral on Veterans Day. And I didn't think you guys were going to be jealous. I mean, they don't have avocado toast there. But you guys were jealous, so I got a little bit of bone to pick with you guys. Now, I'm not alt-right, okay? And I know I have that look. And it's not my fault that when I went to Supercuts to get my haircut, that my haircut I had to pick out was up high and far right. Not my fault. Not my fault at all. Speaking of neo-Nazi communities, now, bear with me, please bear with me, because I ran this joke by my friend from India, who we call Brown Ben. That sounded worse than I thought of when I said that. But do you think in those communities they call each other the H word, but with no hard R? Some of you are not following. So let me lead you along a little bit. And do you think they're like, "What up, my Hitler?" He approved that joke. He approved that joke. So if someone doesn't like it, go beat up my friend Brown Ben. Okay? Now, of course, I said it before, I'm not alt-right. I'm not even a Republican. And I'm not a Democrat. I feel like I'm a true moderate. There's some ideas from the left that I like, but I'm not going to go burn down a Starbucks in support of them. Same way on the Republican side. I'm not going to march around with a tiki torch in support of them. In fact, I'm kind of mad because they ruined tiki torches for me. I can't walk out of a Walmart carrying a stack of tiki torches. I got to order them from Amazon. So, How many young parents do we have? Because you guys annoy me. Yeah, you annoy me. Annoy me. You're always talking about choices. I overheard a young mom tell my friend's buddy that her toddler was a vegetarian. He's still digging doo-doo out of his diaper. And he's a vegetarian. She even said that when her 1-year-old was old enough, he was going to be a vegetarian too. I don't get it. Do we have any single people out there? You guys annoy me too. You always talk about all the freedom you have. I got a nice apartment downtown. I don't have to drive anywhere. I just Uber. Get one of the scooters. Now you have your groceries delivered. I can't even leave the same room from my wife without giving her an itinerary. I get up off the couch. Hey, where are you going? Where are you going? Okay, look. I'm going to go to the bathroom. Easy 25 minutes. Okay, 35. The next 5 minutes, I'm going to do a little flexing in the mirror. So you can probably expect me to get my spot back on the couch in about 45 minutes. So what I do, I break up with my single friends. No, I just break up. Hey, look, you go get a girlfriend, and then we can hang out, have a beer, and complain about our lives together. I don't want to hear about how you just booked some travel to the Northeast to see the changing of the leaves in the fall. My wife's got to worry about if I'm not in the living room. So one single friend I have, me and my wife bought some gifts for. He had just moved here from Oregon. He's originally from California. Now let me tell you, conversations with a guy from the West Coast are mind-boggling.
So true.
Because he decided he was going to be a vegetarian too. I like to call it vegan-tarian. I was like, why are you gonna go meatless? Why? Well, clogged arteries. Oh, you have that? No. Why? I watched the documentary. I said, did you do any research about that documentary? They said meat was bad. So let me tell you guys something that are vegetarians or vegetarians. Just because you go to Taco Casa and get 4 super burritos minus the ground meat and a large Coke is not doing the positive things for your body that you think they're going to do. Don't have that ground meat. You're going to be like my other buddy and have a heart attack. Don't scare us again, Tibby. So, the gifts we bought this friend of mine, we bought him an OU shirt. He likes OU. I don't know why. That's what I thought when I bought it. And we bought him this neck mount thing for his phone because he's cheap and he didn't even have a TV yet. And so he watched everything on his phone. And he's kind of a bigger guy with a big old neck. I was worried about his neck. He has labored breathing anyway. That's probably good why he went vegetarian. And the first thing he says to me and my wife, oh great, I can watch porn on this. Let me tell you how domesticated I am. That thought never crossed my mind. But I went out and bought one. I want to talk about something positive. I told you about people that annoy me. I want to get something into something positive, some community outreach. I want to do some things for small-time criminals. Or like I like to call upstanding citizens that might have a bench warrant. I want to teach them basic car maintenance and a little bit about fashion. I watch Live PD. They're always getting pulled over because a blinker's out, a headlight's out, a tail light's out. All you gotta do is a quick walk around the car. You'll find that stuff. And then they always get searched. And there's always drugs in their pockets. But it's not their pants.
Or jacket.
These are my pants. I don't even know how they got on me. There's poop in them too. I swear somebody just ran by and put poop on my pants. It's not my poop. Simple things. Now, I don't want to do that community outreach for free. I'm not a rich guy. But maybe they have a car stereo to trade. Maybe a dusty Xbox. Or I could just take payment in a money order. That's pretty easy. Now it's story time. This is a story I like to call Tub Time. It's not what you think. This is a story about me and my younger brother. Now, I want to build my younger brother up. Usually they think that older brothers are the tougher of the siblings. And you don't mess with the older brother. And typically that's true. And older brothers do kind of torture their younger siblings from time to time. When their older cousin comes to visit, he's like, hey, let's take his stuffed animals, tie nooses around their necks, and hang him from the bottom of the upper bunk. So when he wakes up, that's what he sees first thing in the morning. That wasn't my idea, brother. That wasn't my idea. I think he's still traumatized from that. Maybe the older cousin talked me into holding my brother down and giving him a buffalo kiss. Where you kind of poot in their face when they're holding him down. He's probably still traumatized from that. But see, my younger brother is tougher than me, and I know that. When he was young, he had meningitis. He was on the brink of death. And I think even more than that, wearing his Oshkosh Bagosh overalls, he kicked in the door to the devil's house, kicked him in the nuts, and came back to the land of the living. That's why I know he's tougher than me. But that dude has done some sick shit. Just sick. This is also a story about how dumb kids are. See, when we were younger, my parents would have us take a bath together. And believe it or not, that's not how you make gay people. Now, I can make that gay joke because my younger son is gay. Quick sidebar. Back when he was younger, when he first came out to me and my wife, he was having a mental breakdown. It was pretty awful. And he's crying. He's like, Dad, I just got to tell you guys something. Okay. I'm gay. I said, I know. No tears. What? How do you know? I was like, dude, remember all those times I used to pick you up at the roller skating rink? We used to get there early? This is how you rollerbladed. That right there. That's how I do. Back to the story. Me and Dan are in the tub. Oh, Dan. Oh, I'm sorry. His name's not Dan. It's Rick, Greg, whatever you want to, I want to protect the innocent here. Now, look, we're in the tub together. It's not like our knickknackers are clacking together. Okay, it's not that kind of tub time. I got my Hot Wheels on this side. He has his Hot Wheels on this side. Well, things get a little quiet. So I turn around. He pooped in the bathtub. Now look, you want to poop in the bathtub? No judgment from me. But you don't do it when you have company, okay? So of course, I see that and I freak out. I jump out of that tub like a world-class athlete jumping out of a pool. And I start sprinting down the hallway to tell Mom and Dad. Now, what I didn't mention, we lived in a trailer house. And don't judge. But it was a long hallway. And in the middle of that hallway, like the subfloor, they're kind of giving out a little bit. So there's like a dip in the middle. And if you weren't careful, your ankle would end up like a police officer I know that recently fell through an attic. So you had to be careful and you had to jump that thing. So I get in there with Mom and Dad. I was like, look, Greg, Rick, Dan, whatever the hell his name is, just pooped in the bathtub. So I sprint back. Now, look, I'm butt naked. Everything is up. So I sprint back down the hallway, jump that little dip. This guy had drained the bath water, and he's forcefully shoving the poo down the drain. That's right. He's done some sick shit, okay? Of course he's crying. But look, if you're going to touch your own poo anyway, he could have made me look like a real ass in front of my mom and dad. If he's, like I said, if you're going to touch your own poo anyway, you just picked it up and thrown it in the toilet and flushed it. Evidence gone. I'm Shane Harges, everybody. Thank you very much.